your volume up?
I should check. I think so.
There we go.
All right. Miss Rogers.
Hello. Hi, Mr. Lang.
I want to tell you
Yes.
about someone.
Okay, please do.
He's a banker.
What's a banker?
I was going to ask you what a banker is.
Oh, okay.
So a banker is someone who works in a
Bank.
A bank. What's a bank?
Bank is a place where they keep money.
That's where you go for money. Okay.
Ooh. So I can just go there and say, hey, I need some money.
I guess.
They'll give me some money?
I don't know. I guess if you already have placed your money there.
Oh, they don't give me free money?
No, they don't. No, I used to think that as a child too. Here, let's move us up there. There we go.
There we go.
All right. So this one is called Banker's Wife. So this apostrophe S, this is called an apostrophe. A lot of my students think it's a comma.
It's comma in the air. It's not a comma in the air.
It's not a comma. It's called an apostrophe. Apostrophe. All right. So the banker has a
wife.
A wife, and the wife has
blues.
Blues like the color blue?
Like blues. What are blues?
What are the blues?
Oh, the blues. It means when you're feeling sad and
okay.
depressed.
So the wife of the banker has something. She has sadness.
She has sadness.
Okay.
She has the blues.
So we're going to find out why she is so sad. So,
it makes me think of the blues.
Yeah.
Jazz, like
I'm
the
not
blues
sure if all of
music.
our friends are familiar, but
there's a type of music called the blues, and the lyrics are very sad.
My dog died last night, and then my wife left me, right? Okay, lots of sadness.
Okay.
All right, so this one, it goes like this: Where does he live? He lives near the bank. Where does he work? He works at the bank. When does he work? He works all day and he works all night at the bank, at the great big bank. You've got it.
That's a good one.
I like it. Don't you like
I'm
it?
Impressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where does he study? Okay, now we're going to have to find a place for us. Okay. Where does he study? He studies at the bank. Where does he sleep? He sleeps at the bank. Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the great big bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife.
Oh, you messed up. Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
Let's try that one more time. I should probably have my pointer so that everyone knows where we are. Oh,
see, but then you can't.
Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
Away.
Okay. Because go away. There we go.
You go down in that area.
I can't go down in that area.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life. Let's do that again. Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life. Let's do it one more time. I think you've got it. Are you okay with you're going to be on the right?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
I'll be on so I get all the questions.
Okay.
Oops.
Ooh.
Where did I go?
I don't know.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, so I get the questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, ready, go. Where does he live?
He lives near the bank.
Where does he work?
He works at the bank.
When does he work?
He works all day and he works all night at the bank, at the great big bank.
Where does he study?
He studies at the bank.
Where does he sleep?
He sleeps at the bank.
Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the great big bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
Where does he work?
He lives near the bank.
Oh, that was my fault. Where does he live?
He lives near the bank.
Where does he work?
He works at the bank.
When does he work?
He works all day. He works all night at the bank, at the great big bank.
Where does he study?
He studies at the bank.
Where does he sleep?
He sleeps at the bank.
Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the great big bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
All right, let's talk about it. I love this one so much.
Do
you know why I like it?
Why?
Well, because it really demonstrates how we make questions in the present tense. So we got this WH question word, which is where, right? When we want to know a place,
yes,
right? So where are we? We are in the classroom. We are at school. We are in Phoenix, Arizona, right? Where?
Yes.
Okay. Then we've got does. Does is what we call do you know what it's called?
No.
Helping verb.
Oh, that's right.
Helping verb. And this helping verb helps us to understand that we are speaking in the present past.
Do you know this is the sign language for help?
Oh, help,
Help.
help. I usually go, help! Okay. So this is my helping verb, and it tells me that I'm using the present tense, and it also tells me that I'm using a singular pronoun or singular noun. So he, how many people is he? One, right? So if I were talking about the past tense, I wouldn't say does. I would say, do you know?
Do.
No, in
Wait.
past tense, did.
Did.
But because I'm using the present tense, I have to either use does or, do you know? Do.
Okay.
There you go, right?
I went duh.
You knew it was a D word,
duh.
right? Okay.
Duh.
So, my friends, this is why.
Oh, look at
Why I
that.
have the triangle on your desk.
Do.
Okay. Does.
Does. Did.
Do, does, did. Do, does, did. And the next verb after do, does, and did is always, the base verb, right? So if I did this correctly, we should have the base verb right there. Is that the base verb?
Live.
Where does he live? A lot of my students will say, where does he lives?
No,
and they
where
say,
does
oh,
he
because
live?
he lives. I live, you live, we live, they live, she lives, he lives, right? But because of does, we have to use the base verb. Where does he live? Where does he live? Okay, now look over here. He lives near the bank. So when I have a question or a negative, he doesn't live somewhere, right? He doesn't live near the school. He lives near the bank, right? So
Yes.
doesn't or does not, right? We use the base verb. But over here, he lives with an S near the bank.
Okay.
What is near?
Close.
Close. Near, far, wherever you are.
Haven't you already sang this song for our friends before?
Have I? I can't sing it enough.
I think
Again,
so.
Probably have.
We've had a Titanic reference or two.
I like Celine. What other songs does she sing though? I think that's all she sings. Where does he work? Right? So again, it's one person, it's a question. I'm using this helping verb. Where does he work? He works with an S at the bank. Now we changed it. When does he work?
So where is place
Mhm.
and when is time?
Time. When does he work? Every day, every night, every Friday night.
Works all day.
All
and
day.
All night.
All night. Where?
At the bank.
At the bank?
At the bank. At the great big bank.
The great big bank. So it's not a small bank. It's a big bank. It's not just a big bank. It's a great big bank. So when we say great big, it's not just big. It's really big. It's a great big bank. Okay? And then the next question, which we can't see. Here, let me see if I can fix that.
Where does he study?
It is where does he study?
It'll come on. Loading. Just don't touch it. It'll go away. Where's your cursor?
It's up here, I think. Well,
It's
take
still
my word
loading?
for it. It says, where does he study? Okay, this is kind of weird to me. So maybe he takes extra classes. Maybe he's at the community college. There it is. Where does he study? Where does he study? And of course, the answer is he studies
at the bank.
Now look at what we did with that. Study, S-T-U-D-Y.
Yes.
S-T-U-D.
I-E-S.
Right over
You
there.
drop
right?
the Y and add an I-E-S for that spelling.
Every day I study. Every day he studies. Okay. And again, we've got does. We've got the base verb. I can't use the pointer on that, but
Okay.
does and the base verb. Where does he sleep? Where does he sleep?
He
sleeps with an S.
With an S.
At the bank. He doesn't sleep at home.
No.
So he works all day and night at the bank. He studies at the bank. He sleeps at the bank.
So he's married,
Mm-hmm.
and his wife is depressed and has
What
the
is depressed?
blues. Sad. Very
She's sad.
She's
Oh, we're
very
talking about the
sad.
blues.
She has the blues because
He works all
he
day.
works
and
all day.
night
He works
at
all
the bank,
night.
at the great-
He sleeps at the bank. He studies at the bank. He spends all of his time at the bank when he should be home, spending time with his wife,
So we saw all
watching
these.
Titanic.
Doesn't have a very happy ending.
No.
So we've got where, we've got when, and then we've got why. When I want to know the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Kwanini. That's for my Swahili speakers. It's why.
Oh,
Kwanini. They like it when I say Kwanini.
they do?
They do.
Okay.
Okay.
What? I can't say it.
Kwanini.
Qua?
Kwa. Nini.
Quanini.
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 Quanini. I don't think they
means
say it that
why
way. It means why
in Swahili.
in Swahili. Good to know.
It is good
The
to know.
more you know. Okay, why? Whoops.
Ugh.
I hate when I do that. All right, why? So what's the reason? Why does he spend all day? Spend. So there are two things that we spend.
Mhm.
Maybe more. We spend
time
and we spend
money.
Okay. All of his time is at the bank.
Yes.
He doesn't spend time at home.
No.
He doesn't spend his time taking his wife to fancy restaurants.
No.
He spends all day, all
All
night, all day,
all
night. Where?
At the bank.
At the bank.
At the bank. At the great big bank. It's
right?
huge.
And the reason for that? Because he loves his bank more than his wife.
Oh, that makes her sad.
So do we understand this more? More than? So if he has a choice,
And he says,
his love goes to the bank,
yeah,
not to his wife. And he loves his money.
money more than his life.
This is really sad. Let's do it one
It
more
is.
time. Do you want to do the questions this time?
No.
No? You like to answer that? Right? You didn't have to think about that, did you? All right, ready? 1,
Yes.
2, ready, go. Where does he live?
He lives near the bank.
Where does he work?
He works at the bank.
When does he work?
He works all day. He works all night. I messed up because I didn't say the and.
He works all day
And he works all night at the bank, at the great big bank.
Where does he study?
He studies at the bank.
Where does he sleep?
He sleeps at the bank.
Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the great big bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
Where does he live?
He lives near the bank.
Where does he work?
He works at the bank.
When does he work?
He works all day and he works all night at the bank, at the great big bank.
Where does he study?
He studies at the bank.
Where does he sleep?
He sleeps at the bank.
Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the great big bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
You did really well.
Thanks. That's a fun one.
That was fun. It's kind of sad, but kind of fun.
Okay.
But sad.
Now we know about helping verbs.
Help me. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.
The more you